All right, moving right along, let's get into a little bit of ladder logic and some variable declarations. So here we go. We are in this SR main, which is our main program. And just real quick, the programs up here are called by the program calls down here. So if you wanted to make a new program, you would have to make both, just FYI. If you make a new program up here and don't put a program call for it down here, it'll never call your program. This is essentially your subroutine jump call. In different languages, it's called different things, but your subroutine is here and your subroutine call is here. So this is calling this program, and since it's the only program, it's just bouncing back and forth. So uh, inside of this box here is where you're going to have declarations for variables within this program by itself. So whatever you decide to put in here, if you were going to come in here and say put new variable, just it did it for me, and you wanted it to be a bool, let's just say, that new variable there is only within this program. So the global program variables wouldn't be able to access this, or you wouldn't be able to access it globally. So like another program couldn't access its variable. Since we're going to be using an HMI, it's a little easier. I mean, in my opinion, you can dig down into these program variables, but I like for HMI purposes to use global variables. So that's going to be over here. This GVL stands for Global Variable List. So if you're going to add a variable, the best place to do it would be here. So when we start getting into the HMI, I'm going to populate my variables here. But that's not the scope of this video. I just wanted to show that. So for right now, what I want to do is only focus on creating a basic start-stop circle just to show the way the logic works and how to use the tools. So if you see right here, when I highlight this guy, it highlights that. That's where the rung is going to go. But when I don't highlight it, these tools up here, which would be your logic tools, all go gray. So when I highlight this, you see they all turn blue. Obviously, that means that you can use them. So we're going to come in here, and I'm going to make a basic start-stop circuit. So we're going to go normally open contact. And, of course, we're going to have a rung underneath it here. And then we are going to put a coil. Actually, I should have, let's go back and add the coil first. We're going to add a coil, and then we're going to come in here. We're going to add our branch. And then we're going to want to add a stop, which would be normally closed. So here we're going to use this. We're going to come back, circle back to our inputs here. I'm not sure if you watched the other videos, but we made some declarations. So I'm just going to use these as an example. So we're going to call this guy input 0. We're going to call this guy input 1, and that is going to be our start stop. Okay, then normally we would probably want to call that a start stop, but just for purposes of this video, and then we're going to make this guy output 0, and then this guy obviously would be output 0. So essentially we just created a start stop circuit. And then we're going to come up here, we're going to say build just to check for errors. It did not find any errors. We're good to go. And then, so that is our start-stop circuit. So I just wanted to show this just to demonstrate the ladder portion. So if input 0 on the actual PLC was live and input 1 was not, we would just turn this output on. I could download it into there, but I just wanted to show this. We'll be doing some downloading later. I hope this was enough to at least get you started on creating some ladder logic, and we will continue on with the next video.